Quality Life Podcast, episode 66. What's good, Ro T?
What's happening, Mr. Boss? What's going on with you, brother? You good over there?
Man, huh?
You good over there? How was the week, man?
Man, man, I'm gravy as it can get, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking everything one day at a time. That's all I'm doing.
That's
I
all
ain't
we
trying to
can do.
force nothing. I ain't trying to do none of that. I'm just one day at a time. When everything come, it's gonna come, bro. That's
Yeah,
how I'm moving.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's how
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
moving.
yeah,
I'm
yeah. I
trying to
like
juice
that.
the turn up. I'm trying to juice the turn up, man. I've been putting out links to the old podcast episode, man, all week long. Been saturating the market. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying? They
seen
doing
that.
pretty
I seen
good,
that.
man. Numbers doing pretty good. So we got to check the email. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I haven't checked the email. You know what I'm saying? And I know every time I post something, I've been putting, future guests hit the email up. I know my one guy, Zach, man, he told us he wanted to be a guest on the podcast. I told him hit the email. We're gonna see if he hit it. You know what I'm saying? Because if we did, whoever hit the email, man, we're gonna get back to y'all. Just give us a little time. And trust me, we gonna get this thing rolling and we're gonna get back to y'all and we're gonna get these guests coming in. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, how's everything been on your end?
Man, everything been good, bro. We had to unload another truck, man. It was once again, bro. Boy, it was hot as fish grease out there. It was early morning too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Fish grease, bro.
early morning.
And but other than that, like you say, just we keep it up with the content, man. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah, yeah,
trying to it's got it's like riding a bike once you get into it. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
it's been a
yeah,
while, but it feels good to
yeah,
keep
yeah,
bringing up these topics and
yeah,
spitting. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, for sure that. Yeah, man.
You said what? What you say the email was again, bro?
Bro, look, this is what we gonna do. Before we get too deep into the introductions, man, this is what we gonna do. We're gonna give y'all the email. Like I told y'all, we gonna check the email. I promise you, we gonna check it.
Yeah.
I ain't putting it out there for nothing. So future guest, if y'all see this, future guest, QLIFE, the number 3 at gmail.com. QLIFE, the number 3 at gmail.com. That is the email. You know what I'm saying? Hit that email. That's gonna probably be the quickest way y'all gonna get to us, get a response, because we're gonna have it documented. Y'all gonna let us know what you want, let us know what you're looking for, let us know how you want to be incorporated with the podcast, and we'll get something set up with you guys. QLIFE, the number 3 at gmail.com. That's the email. That's the quickest way. Y'all seen the flyer, y'all seen the banner, it's been posted on social media. Hey man, people loving it. That's how you gonna get at us. That's the main way. So other than that, bro, we gonna speed things up. We're gonna speed things up a little bit.
Okay.
Let's get into this house cleaning, man. You know how we do it. We walk into the house cleaning, man. Let us know who you shouting at, bro.
The house got to be clean, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, for
You
sure,
can't
for
live with
sure.
dirty house. Definitely.
Yeah,
Shout out to my co-host, my side boss. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be. Look, if you would have told me, like I'm gonna keep saying it. If you would have
yeah,
told me when we was out there gallivanting, you know what I'm saying, the late nights. If it
yeah.
would have been me and you doing, I wouldn't have believed you. I'm like, nah, not
Right.
me. You know what I'm saying? It would have been.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it, to the cows come home. It would have been. I could see
yeah,
Class doing it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Or maybe my boy Speedy. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you never know what life take you. So appreciate being here. But shout out to my boy Masai Boss. Shout out to Don and Troy Denise at TroyDenise.com. Y'all check them out. They doing big things.
Yeah.
Shout out, man. Hey, I ain't shout them out the last couple times we've been back. Shout out to my aunt. You know what I'm saying?
I just for to say his
Yeah,
name.
yeah. My uncle at his show, man. What I got a brain freeze, man. What's the name of my uncle show, man? You remember?
Man, your uncle show is called
Highly opinionated.
no. Yeah.
Yeah. My bad, my
Holly,
bad, my bad.
no, the Very Opinionated
Very
podcast.
opinionated. Yeah.
Very
Man,
opinionated podcast,
shout out to
man.
them, man. Shout out to
Hey,
them.
hey, look, we stumbled on the name. So they look that,
Hey,
hey, just like we getting back in the motion, we
yeah,
getting back in the groove. Come
yeah,
on, Unc, I gotta
yeah,
get back in the groove,
Y'all
man.
do,
I gotta get back in the
Def-
groove.
definitely.
Matter of fact, bro, we need to tell Unc, man, hey, he gotta stop being so unkish, man, and stay up late night and get up here with us, man.
I don't know about that one, man. Man,
Saying it ain't going down like that.
Look, be like, man, look, you got about a window from 9 to 10. And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You got about a 45-minute stretch, and that's about it, bro. He out of there. Hey, we be doing the marathons. Hey, I gotta get him though. I got to make it happen. Because he Unc had a birthday, man, like about a week ago. Happy belated. Happy belated to my uncle. I saw you comment on it. You know what I'm saying?
Happy belated, Unc. Happy belated for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to my poker brethren, JC, Zach, my boy Dylan. Shout out to Speedy, Twin, Dre Day, Pat, Smiley Face. Everybody just rocking with us, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Special shout out to the haters too, man. We appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
Anybody you want to shout out, my G?
Haters, man. Oh man, you know me, bro. I'm a shout out, bro. Honestly, man, like I said, I did my apologies, man. You know what, man? I'm gonna go ahead and give a second round of these apologies, man, because there's a lot of people that I didn't speak their name, but they were pivotal people, man, in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I already talked to my parents, talked to my wife, talked to my kids and everything like that. Bro, like I want to shout out to my aunties, man. You know what I'm saying? My aunties. My mother's sisters. Man, they was all pivotal in me, as I was becoming a teenager and hitting to that stage where, I was, considered an adult, man. Many of their cribs, I stayed at their houses. I slept on their floors, slept on their couch. You know what I'm saying? They imparted in me a lot of game. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about on last episode, how them gems come at you, and a lot of people got to be receptive to them gems. Many a times, man, my aunties, man, was dropping gems on me, man, and as I sit here today, bro, I can remember, like I told you, every moment, every time we done sat and talked, and each one of my aunties was dropping gems on me, kind of telling me, like, bro, this is coming. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow coming for real. So, my aunties, Mama T, that's one of my aunties. Then I got my Aunt Angela, you know what I'm saying? And I got my Aunt Sarah, then I got my Aunt Mariella, you know what I'm saying? I got my Aunt Salita, you know what I'm saying? And I got my Aunt Jeanette, you know what I'm saying? Them ladies, man, just over the years, as being, solid ladies who kind of, stood in the gap, stood by their kids, raised their kids, and tried to be as solid as they could. They told me gems over the years, you know what I'm saying? And, you moving so fast in life and you doing your own thing. And, don't get me wrong, my unks, you know what I'm saying? My unks came at me in an unk way. You know how that be. You learn on the fly. You learn with your unks doing slick stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. True.
True. You learn with your unks doing some slick stuff, But you do a little training on what you say, you do a little on the job training with your unks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You gotta go through the fire with them, man.
Yeah, you gotta go through the fire with them. But my aunties, man, a lot of y'all wisdom, I didn't listen. You know what I'm saying? And man, I had to kick my own self in the butt because, like I said, I want to be receptive. And sometimes you see people going through that trial and error, and you look at them like, bro, y'all going through your own stuff. Like, how y'all gonna tell me? But like you said, man, these people been here before us. They done been through some things. They done seen some things. They know some things. And I send apologies to them for not listening. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, y'all want the riches, y'all want none of that. But hey, man, y'all told me some stuff that as a nephew, y'all was really trying to stop me from going through a bunch of, heartaches, pains, tough having, bumping my head against the wall, all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I respect my aunties to the utmost, man. So that's, other than that, man, that's my house cleaning, bro.
And shout out to the aunties, man. Shout out to them.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the aunts, man. Everybody who got some fire aunts, man. Shout out to them. For sure. Shout out to them. But man, we gonna ease up into some topics, man. We got some topics out there, man.
We got some fire ones too, man.
I'm gonna kind of let Rote T kind of spearhead these things real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna chop it up with them, but I'm gonna go ahead and let them spearhead some of these topics. As y'all can see, we got domestic violence, man.
That's a
we got it going. We got it going across the bottom of the screen in the ticker. Obviously, it's nothing new under the sun. Domestic violence has been something that's been a part of this earth that we live on, dealing with the human family for forever. Now, just because it's been a part of this earth and it's been a part of the human family doesn't mean it's right. Yeah. But most of us have seen some form of domestic violence, whether it was coming from the man or it was coming from the woman. A lot of us didn't seen it. A lot of us have seen what these things are called dysfunctional relationships that we witness.
Yeah.
And I think kind of Rote T want to open this up, dealing with a particular case that's going on right now. But go ahead and lead the way, Rote T.
Yeah, I think a whole bunch of people have seen it. It's really the story on Big Tigger. And coming up when I was a teenager, man, Rap City, that was a staple. You know what I'm saying? If I get home from school, we watching it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to see who gonna step in the booth. You know what I'm saying? But it's a video of him out there that's making the rounds, man, of him and his wife jostling over a phone, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, what the word is, but I believe her son was recording it, and it's kind of making the rounds. And if you describe the video, if I can say jostling, you would think it's a struggle. I didn't really see that in that video. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I saw him trying to not he wasn't like snatching the phone or nothing. He was just, okay, let me get the phone, and she didn't want to give it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then and then they was at a stalemate, and like from what I heard, the little knowledge that I know of, I believe that they pressed charges against him, and he had to step away from his radio show. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole lot of things going on. They going through middle of divorce and all that. But like the reason that I brought it up, other than being viral and everybody talking about it, it's really, like you said, it's an issue, man. There's been, I guess, I hate to say it, but a part of relationship since the beginning of the time. You know what I'm saying? And like, I can just say me personally, I think when things starting to get physical, it's okay. If we lean towards that path, I think it's just best to walk away. You know what I'm saying? And like, but of course, me, I can say that as a single man, not cohabitating with a woman. Okay, it's easy for me to say, and it's easy, to say what you would do in the situation. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if you like survey the landscape, if you could ask Tigger, okay, was it worth all that? You know what I'm saying? What did happen in the aftermath of that? I would have, I would say I would think he regrets what was in that video, even though I didn't see anything like, malicious or, he was, he wasn't wailing on her, nothing. It's just a bad look. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Have you seen the video, Bob?
Yeah, I'm seeing the little that was out there. Now, one thing I do know is it was some things that happened, obviously, before the video clip that we got.
Okay.
I don't know how this is gonna play out. It's been going on for like about a week or so now.
Yeah, about a
week. Know what I'm saying? Like about a week or so now. But I one thing I do know is that they've been in kind of like the news, I think for like over a month or so. You know what I'm saying? Like having issues.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And
right. Yeah.
One thing I came to understand with a lot of these situations, man. A lot of these people who witness situations. One thing I come to realize is that they're very smart. Not saying the two people that was intricate in that situation, the two people who was going through their altercation, they was in the middle of their altercation. But I believe that it's more video that we haven't seen yet. Whether it's more just in each other's faces, possibly some shoving before we made it to the ground. It's more because, as we know by looking at incidents, every time we see a clip, it's like whoever shot the video, like they waiting on one of these sites, to the TMZs, the news or whatever, to offer them a bag, and then they get the extended version. Oh, well, this is what happened before that. This is a little bit more like, to me, I feel like there's more video around. You know what I'm saying? So based on what we saw,
you mean that to give it more context?
That'll give it more context. But at the end of the day, based on what we saw, based on what we were seeing, the young lady, Miss Brown, had Tigger's phone. She was balled up on the ground. You got my phone. How she get to the ground, because we didn't see nothing but her being on the ground and him standing over her asking for his phone. You know what I'm saying? You have her son hooting and hollering about, get off of her. He's like trying to tell him, I'm not on her. I just want my phone. You know what I'm saying? Now, is that a ruse on the mother-son side? Like, was this a plan? Like, hey, I'm gonna get on the ground, I'm gonna act, I'm gonna put on the scene like I normally do so we can catch him in a bad light. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, let's just stick to this situation. I don't really know nothing of that lady.
You mean like just for fame wise?
Yeah, like what did she do?
Yeah.
Besides being his wife.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing from her. Like I haven't heard her being an actress. I haven't heard her being a director. I haven't heard her being a musician. I haven't heard her being some business owner. I haven't heard her being a reality TV show star. I haven't looked her up either like that. But like you say, we've been knowing Tigger since we were growing up.
Yeah.
So he was the man with the plan in the situation. He was the man with the bag. He was the man with the fame. He was the man with the name. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm seeing in this video, because you got to understand, most times when we see stuff like that, we see a man going after a woman's phone because his woman out there doing something she ain't supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm thinking, my assumption from this is Tigger the man with the money, with the name, he got the bag coming in.
Mm-hmm.
She don't want to lose the bag. She don't want to lose the lifestyle. So she doing whatever survival tactics she thinks she can do to hold on to this bag, even if it's damaging him to where nobody else wants to deal with him.
Mm.
To where she's like, well, like, I'm all you got.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That's a go-to tactic for a lot of women.
Mm.
If I can't have them, I'm gonna damage them to where I can have them.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So, but when it comes to that situation, like you said, if you could ask Tigger, was it worth it? And I heard somebody say, man, I would have did any and everything to get my phone because my life could be in my phone.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And I understand that, and I wish people would just not take people's property and destroy people's property and just stop putting your hands on each other. Stop disrespecting each other. Like we said on the last episode, we're trying to get to a place where we loving our fellow brother and sister.
Yeah.
We taking our best foot forward with loving folks. So the fact that we back on the next episode talking about stuff like this, it lets you know why we were so passionate about the last episode. Because of things like this. So when you look at that situation and it's like if you could ask him, was it worth it? And a lot of people was like, well, he ain't done nothing wrong. However, he needed to force his way to get his phone back. Is his property, right? Mm-hmm. And then I heard somebody say, well, Man, just forget the phone, man. Go get another one. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I get it, because like I tell people, I get being in the heat of the moment, in the heat of the battle, especially when it's if you want to say love or heavy lust in your situation, you gotta think about tomorrow, man. You gotta think about tomorrow. And when I look at that phone, and when I look at that situation like this, and I get it, when you're in the heat of the battle, people operate different. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of glad I done been through some really heated situations. Not necessarily saying like this, but heated situations, because right now in life, I'm just so cavalier and so cool that when somebody try to get a rise out of me, it's just like, bro, I'd rather just laugh at you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to that situation with that phone, I'm gonna look at it like this. In that situation, if Tigger, you cheating, if you cheating on your wife, 9 times out of 10, the bro you cheating with know about your wife. So what she gonna do? Call her, and she gonna be surprised. Like the side chick shouldn't be surprised, because she should know what she was walking into. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She should know what she walking into. You know what I'm saying? So if deep down in your heart you was trying to stop your old lady from trying to get to stuff that you was doing outside, the outside should know y'all the outside. So if the inside comes to the outside, you always gonna tell the inside, handle it with the inside. Hey, I'll handle it with the inside. Because that's a problem between you and the inside. You see what I'm saying? So if you can't, and sometimes I hate to say it, but our brothers are so predictable when it comes to stuff like that. You know, it's just like, I get it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm at that position in life right now. It's like, bro, your freedom is more than anything. You got to protect your image. I know you want that phone. I know you might want them car keys. I know you might want that house key, but you got to protect your image, bro. Because once a person gets a good lick on your image, bro, especially when you a man in these type of situations, you have to understand it's so many women that have been through domestic situations. And there's so many women who has a disdain for us black men. It's so many women who has a hate for us black men. It's so many women who has a hate towards this situation. And it's so many men who have watched their mothers and their aunts and their sisters and their cousins go through their situation, and they felt helpless. That when they see a situation like this, automatically the man is guilty until proven innocent. Off the rip. It don't matter if he didn't throw a blow, he didn't kick a kick, he didn't do anything that seems forcible or seems like he was hurting something. He's automatically guilty in a lot of people's eyes. Because men have been told we must stay cool at all times. No matter what the woman is throwing at you, no matter how much of a temper tantrum she's throwing, bro, just keep your cool and walk away. Because at the end of the day, you cannot afford to take a loss on your image like that. You can't afford to. And you have to understand, in his position, despite how this may go, it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna walk away from him.
It's gonna be he gonna take some L's. Definitely.
He gonna take some L's. He gonna lose some money. He gonna lose some money. And guess what? An unstable-minded woman don't give a damn about none of that. Because when she ain't happy, she will destroy everything. Your life, her kids' life. If you were playing stepfather to her kids and you was being a great stepfather, she gonna destroy that when she's not right and she's not happy at heart. Now you have to understand with this woman. They said she was involved in a bunch of other crazy incidents.
I heard that.
You know what I'm saying? They said this same lady was involved in the kidnapping that led to her being at a casino with the child that she kidnapped. I'm assuming being in the car for like 8+ hours while she in the casino gambling, saying it's postpartum depression. And this is all supposed to be before Tigger even married her. So my thing of it is, how did Tigger not know? Or was he so slit driven where he just turned the blind eye to all that and he did know? You know what I'm saying? Because like I told you once before, like I told you on previous episodes, you got these dudes who understand that they dealing with women who are depressed, who are insecure, who going through mental stuff, who whatever it may be, they dealing with women that they know that's mentally not always there. And a lot of these dudes thinking, oh, I'm just gonna fuck her out of that. I'm gonna give her this good dick and she gonna be good. That's how they think. Or I'm gonna give her this dick. I'm gonna give her this dick, and I'm gonna give her this dick, and I'm gonna control her. I got some for ass. They only think with their lower head.
Yeah.
Now I'm not saying that this woman wasn't nice looking, but if she had all this possibly going on before she met you, how did you get to this point?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when it comes to this, man, because when it comes to domestic violence, all I'm telling people is this. Before I phase into another aspect of this conversation, once you already in the mix with somebody, like we always tell you, you said when it starts to get physical, when it starts to get verbal to a point to where it's like, bro, you being a little bit too saucy with the mouth, you being a little bit too disrespectful, bro. I got to go. You know what I'm saying? Because your verbal is only gonna go so far before you start wanting to toss these hands.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? You know, because you're gonna talk so much to where it's like you're gonna feel like my words ain't getting across.
Yeah.
I'm talking to a brick wall. And guess what you won't want to do? Now you're gonna want to punch the brick wall.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Because if you see what I'm saying? So it's like
things escalate.
Once it gets to a verbal point,
yeah,
it's like, bro, nah, I got to leave. But with saying that, bro, let me phase into something for you real quick.
Okay.
When you think about this situation, bro, and you think about dating / courting or whatever the process is with a woman. And I know I'm putting you on the spot. Because I wanted to ask you and I wanted to tell you to kind of jot some stuff down, but I wanted to kind of catch you off guard.
Okay.
When you, as of now, like I said, we didn't seen many in the multiple domestic violence. Yeah. Whether it was coming from the woman's side or the man's side.
Yeah, yeah.
And you knowing now that there's a lot of people that elevated on go all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Roy T meets a woman.
Okay.
How you making it from initial meeting to even getting to the point to where you a year or two down the line and you thinking about taking her serious and possibly marrying her? Like, how are you getting from the beginning? Like, what's some things you're going to think of from the initial meeting until maybe a year down the line, year and a half? I'm taking it serious now. I want to move forward. Like, what's some things that you're going to kind of be on the lookout for? Like, to protect yourself. Okay.
That's that's a really good question. I want to like circle back to Tigger. You know what I'm saying? Because real quick, like with the whole phone situation, like all I can say is what I think I would do. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I know myself quite enough to know how I can honestly will react. Like me, I'm the type of person. If I make a mistake, I own it. If I don't know something, man, bro, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Or if I did this, I did it. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
got me. You know what I'm saying? So like fighting over the phone, trying to like, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say maintain an illusion, but maybe that's what it is. I can't speak for what Tika was doing, but like I could just say in general, you know what I'm saying? We trying to hide that phone because we trying to keep the lie up. You know what I'm saying? But like usually in what I've seen and what I've heard and what I've witnessed, when people like going for your phone, they got an idea of what's going on already. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, look, if we going through all this, and like you said, with in addition to thinking in the future of like, let's just say I was famous like Tig, or if I had a bag or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just even that aside, just your name. You know what I'm saying? Like when people talk about you, are they gonna speak about domestic? I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, let me just walk. Yeah, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. I'm not saying everybody should be like that. You know what I'm saying? But like that's probably how I would have handled it. Man, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Let me go on out the apartment. You go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Or wherever they was at. But like to your more pressing question about how what would I look for when vetting a woman? I think one of the main keys or the main building blocks that I look for in people and woman, respect. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm gonna respect you. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I'm not perfect. I'm not I'm human. You're gonna have bad days, bad moments, good moments, whatever. But like, I believe in respect. So it's like if I'm affording you to respect, I'm, even if you like did something to make me upset, I'm still gonna talk to you with respect. You know what I'm saying? Or like say it in a tone where I'm not disrespecting you. So I'm big on that. You know what I'm saying? How you treat other people, like when you're angry or and all of this has to be watched. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not like, okay, she did it one time, so she good. Like over this got to be over a period of time. How are you when just in general? You know what I'm saying? Like respect wise. What kind of relationship she got with her family? You know what I'm saying? Like, or if it is strained, like, why is it strained? You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to go deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just talk to you, and then because eventually through conversation, people tell you what it is. Like, you only keep a mask up for so long, but I pay attention to like, do you look down on people? You know what I'm saying? Do you think you're better than people? Like, when if you are upset, how far do you crash out? Cause we all, we have our moments. Like I said, we all gonna crash out, get upset, get angry. What, how far you taking that? Do you like to get physical? Like put hands on people? Are you toxic? Do you take accountability? Like all of these things are going. So it's really the character. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I like a pretty face, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I do. Pretty woman, all the trimmings and all, yeah, of course. But like that can't be what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really like, do we flow like conversation wise? You know what I'm saying? Like, could I bring her around my mom? You know what I'm saying? Like, will my mom approve? I mean, that's not. I'm not gonna say that's the death knell if my mom didn't, but like I would like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she did. But it would be a lot of factors. But like if I could just put it down to one thing, respect. You know what I'm saying? Or I say multiple things. Respect. Are we? What's the word? Are we equally yoked? You know what I'm saying? Because anybody that knows me knows, hey, it's all about Christ over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, can we jive with that? Is that a problem for you? Are we walking the same path? I guess. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's really like, do you believe in the Most High and other people? You know what I'm saying? Because like, I think that all where it all starts from. Because we have kids, you treat them with respect. Like, because I think that's just a building block of life is respect, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I know that's kind of long-winded, but yeah, that's really what I would look for. I would pay attention and vet and not just think like you say, not just think with my lower half, like you say, so many people do. So especially dudes, we definitely good for that. You know what I'm saying? Look, I've done it. It'll led me to some situations I shouldn't have been in. You know, shouldn't have been dealing with this particular woman. Hey, look, talking to her, whatever. But you live and you learn, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Ain't this what we supposed to do? You know how I go. But yeah, I mean, yeah. If I had to boil it down, it would be respect and do you believe in the Most High? You know what I'm saying? And we go from there.
Man, you know what, man? I'm gonna chop it up with this situation, man. Let me just tell some young man, man, a couple of things I want them to look for. Now I get it. I understand everybody don't believe in God and His Son Jesus Christ. I get it. Everybody don't believe in that. I believe in that. If you're a person who believes in God and Jesus Christ, that's always first. You need to be looking for somebody, especially if you know every day you're working towards strengthening your relationship, with your maker and your salvation like that. You need to know that woman is aligned with that. You know what I'm saying? Because if she's aligned with that, you should know that, okay, she most likely, if she really truly walking that way, she's gonna be living a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be a good indicator. Not saying that people can't pull the wool over your eyes, because there's a lot of people out there doing it. So with your spiritual walk, your religious walk, your walk with holiness, I always gonna tell somebody to make sure the lady that you're choosing is aligned with what you got going on. Second, young man, when it comes to looking at women and dating women and courting women, like you said, respect. Mm-hmm. Not only just respect towards you or what you feel that she respect towards you, respect towards others. And like you said, how she is with her family. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said earlier, but I'm gonna have to kind of disagree, man. At this age that I am right now, I feel like if I was out dating a young lady and if I'm and we going out on a date and we at the restaurant or whatever, and I kind of see her kind of act stink to the waiter and all that, I'm a kind of like, all right, because you have to understand, my whole life I never moved like that, and I know tons of people who don't move like that. So why you move like that? You see what I'm saying? And if you do that once, most likely that's how you is. You see what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, man, I'm 42 years old and I never ever like came off and I disagree with my parents, yes, but I respectfully disagree with them. I never disrespected none of my parents. So at the end of the day, if I see your parents, man, I don't care if my parent was on drugs or whatever. I'm never disrespecting my parents, bro. So if you disrespect your parents, that's gonna kind of tell me, all right, like if you bouncing and you talking to your parents like they your classmate at college that done you wrong, no. I don't care what your parents did. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's gonna kind of tell me something. How you treat other people, how you engage with other people. You know what I'm saying? It's how you are you respectful to the average person? When you come around me, are you always talking down on your coworkers or talking down on somebody? If that's how you moving, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm taking note. I see how you is about people. You talk behind people's back or whatever like that. I ain't gonna be able to rock with you. You know what I'm saying? I tell people how they respect other people and their relations with other people. Be on the lookout for that, and you need to find that out ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Before it get too deep. Before it get too deep, you need to find out ASAP. 2, you got to find out her victim percentage. You got to find out her victim percentage. And what I mean by her victim percentage is, I'm not saying your computer gonna be computing and you're gonna be like, oh, I've been rocking with her for 6 months, and when my computer compute, she about 64% the victim. Now, I ain't saying it's gonna happen like that. I ain't saying you're gonna have a percentage. But what I'm saying is, you got to pay close attention to everything she say about every aspect of relationships that she been with. Has she always been the victim? She ain't never done nothing wrong. Everybody done her wrong. You know what I'm saying? Somebody always ran her in the ground. She was always this nice person that people got done. Like, she's always the victim, no matter what. In every relationship she with, she was the victim. Everywhere she worked, she was the victim. When she got fired, she was the victim. When she got kicked out of her home, she was the victim. Like, everywhere she was the victim. You see what I'm saying? Because what that gonna tell me is, when I look at her victim percentage, it's gonna show me you could be getting done wrong, but what is keeping you in the zone to where you don't got no barrier up from getting so close to situations to where you getting done wrong?
Yeah.
That let me know, in order for you to get done wrong and be damaged like that, you have an attachment issue. Sometimes you might like to be attached too fast.
Yeah.
You give yourself up too early. So you got to find out her victim percentage, because that's going to tell you a lot. And and that victim percentage ties into this third one. A lot of dudes ain't gonna like me for saying this, but I'm looking at her different if she let me hit too quick. I'm looking at her strange if she give me the action too quick. I'm looking at her strange, bro.
How quick is too quick? You know what I'm saying? Let me, nothing's concrete, but you give me a
man. Well, let me tell you something. I done been with some who done did it on the first night. I done been with some who done did it in the first week, the second week, the third. I done been there. It's all too quick, bro, when I think about it. None of these experiences I would tell my daughter, yeah, that's okay. It's okay that you slept with him within a month. It's okay you slept with him within a day. It's okay you slept with him within the first week. I will not tell my kids none of that is good, bro. So it's when you giving yourself to me, especially physically, too quick. I know I get it. A lot of dudes be like, they're trying to smash as soon as possible. They ain't trying to hear it. That's fine. But if I meet a woman Friday and she already trying, and I'm already finna smash on Monday, I'm looking at her kind of sideways. Now, am I saying my scoundrel self I ain't gonna smash? I never said that. You know what I'm saying? The scoundrel might still, scoundrel might still take it. But I'm still looking at you like, hey, I'm not taking it too serious, bro. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And then 9 times out of 10, once they giving it to you too fast, they opening up emotionally too fast. Like we talked about on the last episode. You don't know if I'm a swine. Why are you giving me all your pearls? Why are you giving me all the cares of your heart? Why are you telling me all the problems you got with? I shouldn't know about none of these heavy-hearted issues with you, and I've only been knowing you for 3 months.
Yeah.
How within 2 to 3 months, I know how to build you up and destroy you at the same time if I want to, because you done gave me too much. You done gave me too much information, because you wear your heart on your sleeve, you wear your emotions on your sleeve. You fall for anything that make you smile. You fall for anything that whisper a little nothing in your ear. You smile for anything that give you a compliment. I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at you kind of crazy. You too easy. And when you moving too easy like that, it lets me know, bro. She ain't solid up here. Mental issues. You see what I'm saying? If I'm just meeting you and you need all this validation and all that, it let me know you're not all the way up. Your elevator ain't going all the way up to the top, bro. If I'm just meeting you, if I'm just meeting you, you telling me 2 to 3 weeks in, we already sleeping with each other, and you already open up to me about all the issues you got going on in your heart, I'm looking at you sideways, bro. Because now you just sit here and gave me all that, and I'm just looking at you like, bro, this supposed to be just a fun thing. I hope she didn't hear me thinking out loud. Because if she hear me thinking out loud, I might get stabbed tonight if I close my eyes. When she find out this is just a fun thing, and she already thinking we got so much in common. It's only 2 weeks in.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you, young fellas, because this is what a lot of y'all do, and don't understand. Like, don't misunderstand. I was young. I've been there. Man, I let a pretty face and a nice ass get away with some bad character flaws. Y'all gotta stop doing that. Just because she fine. Just because she the finest thing that you done had up to this point. You cannot let these females get away with these bad character flaws just because they fine. Because it's gonna come back to bite you in your ass. You know what I'm saying? What make you laugh today will make you cry tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, the things you allow and you let go, and in your eyes they small. When you get deep in that relationship and it get big and you can't stop it, you're gonna have to check yourself, because you're gonna have to stop yourself from starting to think, my words ain't powerful enough. My words ain't strong enough. My words can't make us stop. So what you gonna want to do next? I got something to make us stop. I'm gonna beat her motherfucking ass. That's how a lot of them think. She start disrespecting your word. She start disrespecting your aura, and before you know it, your ass in the back of one of them police cars because you didn't put your hands on her. But I didn't do nothing. I just grabbed her and shaked her. It don't matter, bro.
Can't do it.
You can't do it. Man, I just pushed her out the way. You can't do it. Man, I just elbowed her, told her leave me. You can't do it.
Man, can I say something to the fellas real quick? The youngsters?
Yeah, say something, man, bro.
You know, let's just say, you know, you want a wife, or you look for some, you know, let's just say you want a righteous woman. That will be, you know, excuse my language, I'm about to say, that would be some bullshit for you to want a righteous woman if you a piece of shit scumbag yourself. So what I've heard, or, you know, what I've seen from life is what you want, you should be what you want. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm not saying be perfect. Nobody perfect. You know what I'm saying? But be the best you can be. And usually you'll attract quality women. You know what I'm saying? You're a quality person yourself. You can't be, you can't be a horrible person expecting a gold mine. Shouldn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, a lot of dudes, a lot of women like to run game on each other. Like you say, put a mask on. You know what I'm saying? Or run game. You know what I'm saying? To the, okay, well, I'm gonna just run this play, I'm gonna run this charade to, you know, I get the box. Or it, you know, in the woman's case, till she get the dude, or get him whatever she's looking for, money, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But then now you saying, oh, I want somebody to build with. Nah, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be what you want. You know what I'm saying? And if you not, you need to make sure, hey, you shouldn't even be thinking about no woman if you're not the best person you can be. And like I say, nobody's ever a finished product, because we learn. You know, each day we trying to get better. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, you can look at yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, I'm cool with what I see looking back at me, and you ain't on no grimy shit. You know what I'm saying? Then you can look for a quality woman. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be a quality man first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all work on that, man.
We got to work on it. I ain't got nothing else to say after that, man. He closed this subject off with that. You know what I'm saying? If you want a quality individual, be a quality individual.
No doubt.
As simple as that. But with that, man, let's phase into something else, man.
Okay.
Is it deeper than race? Is it deeper than race? All right. For those who don't know, we just had that. Actually, man, we just had a couple of incidents that was really, really high on the racial charts, man. Lately, we just had this situation with Nolan Wells, the football player out of Mississippi, and then we just had the Carmelo situation where they pretty much trying to throw his life away for the unfortunate loss of the young white high school athlete that the whole altercation and ordeal went down, and the young man lost his life in that situation that was kind of racially charged. And it's so many others. But let's just stick with what's a recent, this Noah Wells situation.
Okay.
Out of Mississippi, high school football player. I think the neighborhood is predominantly white.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Neighborhood predominantly white. Well, at least put it like this. I can't necessarily speak for the neighborhood, the community. I'm just getting straight to the point. Where he was at when he came up missing, he was like the only grain of pepper out there.
Yeah.
From what we saw.
Yeah.
He was the only grain of pepper on the island from what we seen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You telling me the only grain of pepper on the island was the only person that didn't come back. So when you come to this situation, before we get too far in this, kind of tell me what your synopsis is of this and what you got from this or what you have been hearing from this situation.
Y'all see the thumbnail is a deeper than race. You know what I'm saying? Because what I've seen is a lot of, I'm not even gonna say it's not even true. You know what I'm saying? A lot of focus on him being, like you say, the only grain of pepper and all that salt.
Mm-hmm.
And we went into the water and went on the boat with him, didn't come back. You know what I'm saying? And he the only one that didn't come back. So it's like it's been a lot of focus on that, and I think that has its place, as rightfully so, because it's like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like in 2026 in America, race ain't as still prevalent as it's been since it's America's inception. Let's just say the beginning of time. If you look different from another person, they might hold that against you, or they're gonna see you as different, even though we all bleed red at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But it's been a lot of commentary speaking about that, and the reason that I brought this up to Boss was I do think it's deeper. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not diminishing the race aspect of it, because it's clear as day. As the black man in America, it's clear. I think there's been a lot of people speak on that. Why I say it's deeper is because I believe when we first came back on the pod, maybe 2 or 3 episodes ago, I was telling people what my mom told me growing up. You got to watch your character, your conduct, and your company. You know what I'm saying? So it's like your character, that's on you, because you control that, what you do. Conduct, once again, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? How you decide to act, what you decide to do, what you decide to say, the choices you make. Your company is on you, but it's not solely, because it's other people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I really want to speak on the company, because it's like, if me personally, if I was to go on a trip with somebody, let's say me and you went on a trip, me, you, shout out to my boy Speedy, us three, we going on a trip, wherever, you know what I'm saying, to, the casino or whatnot. I trust y'all. Okay, let's go. But it ain't because we black. I've known y'all for 20 years. And like, y'all don't, I mean, granted, I was always the guy in the background, really wasn't fighting like that. But I know if I got into a fight and let's just say I was outnumbered, I already know if y'all saw y'all got my back, no questions asked. But this is developed over time. I've known that because I've seen y'all for 20 years. So it's like, if I don't know you, nah, I don't know about going on a trip with you. You got to earn that, you know, or like even discussing my private life or inviting you to my home, because you know we've discussed all of this in past episodes of you know, of this pod. You know what I'm saying? Like when you let people close to you, I don't think that's just I don't think you should just get that out willy nilly, because that's very, you know, that's vital who you let near you, in your surrounding. So to go out, you know, on somebody, you got to earn that level of trust with me. That's why I say I think it's deeper than race. You know what I'm saying? Because like I don't know how long I don't know how long these guys know each other, but I know they're young guys. So I mean, let's just say they grew up together. You know, and you know, like you said earlier, yeah, people can pull the wool over your eyes. They can run game on you. That's true. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that's not a part of any equation. You know what I mean? But like, if you know somebody long enough and you peep, they'll show you what time really is. And granted, this is me coming. You know, I'm a 45-year-old man. I'm not a teenager. You know, I've lived 40 plus years on the planet, so I get, you know, you're not gonna hold me to the same standard you would as a teenager. You know what I mean? But like, you got to really be, you know, that's why they say you got to be really careful who you let in your circle and who you trust like that, you know, because it's you know, it can end badly, you know, and I'm sorry to, you know, really, it's a shame that we're talking about this still in 2026, but it's like it's just so many murky details with that case. It's like, you know, what's really going on, you know, and that's why I think it is deeper than race, because it's like really who you got around you that transcends race. You know what I mean? That's just the type of person you're gonna be, you know, and type people, the type of people that everybody is that's around you. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's really where I'm coming from with it. You know, so if I was telling my kids, hey, I'm gonna tell them just like my mom told me, you know, the 3 C's, man: character, conduct, and company. Watch who you got around you. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody claim to be your friend or claim to look, you know, they want what's best for you. Anybody can say that, you know, but your actions is what define you over a period of time, not, you know, one action here or there. What do you do consistently? Then we can go from there. Then we can see about going on a trip and how close I let you to me and all that. You know what I mean? But you know, that's what I think. I think that's one of the lessons that's kind of getting overlooked, because you know, it can be somebody that look like you set you up. You know what I'm saying? We like I said a couple of episodes ago, we had a discussion about somebody that we both know. You know, somebody close to that person don't got the best intentions for him and snaked them. You know what I mean? So, you know, so like I say, snakes, that ain't got nothing to do with race. You know what I mean? So that's, you know, that's really how I see it, my brother. But you know, I don't know what you think about that.
With this situation, I'm gonna be honest, man. I have to keep it surface because I don't really know too much on this situation. Like, so I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When it comes to this, I've seen like little clips. You know, he lost his life. This is supposedly what happened, but I never had time to really delve in, you know, to this situation because, first of all, a young black man lost his life. He was the only piece of pepper out there with all that salt. So we already know they is racially motivated. Is this is you know we understand that. But I would like to, you know, when I grew up, I always wanted to be a psychologist because I always like to want to get in the mindset of things. I want to get deep. I like to get deep down in the bone gristle of stuff. And you know, I would just I would have to just pertaining to his situation, to the Nolan Wells situation.
Yeah.
So because what I don't want to do is I don't want to disrespect the situation. So I'm not gonna really. I ain't finna jump out. This what happened. And this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it like I'm gonna go back and I'm just gonna go back and I'm gonna kind of just look at this thing with the next couple of days and kind of just gauge because I want to know. Okay,
there's a lot we don't know
in this small town. Is it like 90% white? If it is, okay. How long has he been living in this small town? Has he been living there his whole life? Was he only going to that school this last year of high school? Or he been going to that same school all 4 years of high school? A lot of that's going to tell me something. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, I'm not saying like if he was going to this high school for 4 years and he was senior, I think he was a senior this year, right? I think he was a senior this year, right?
Yeah.
So it's like if he been going through this high school for 4 years with all these racist people, why they ain't kill him freshman year, sophomore year, junior year? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a lot that's going on that a lot of questions that I want to ask.
Blanks got to be filled in.
Has he if he been going to this high school playing on this high school football in that same school for 4 years? How many of these kids he been knowing all 4 years? How many times he done hanged out with these kids on multiple different things? Have they ever went bowling together? Have they ever been to the island before? Have they ever been to camping? How many times he done hung around with these white kids and nothing never happened to him? That's gonna tell me something. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. I don't necessarily know. I don't know the dynamics. All I know is he was a high school football player. He went out on a trip. He didn't come back. The telling part of it is that when they came back, nobody ain't said nothing like he was gone. That's the telling part. So the telling part is y'all knew he was gone, and the excuses that y'all gave us, well, we thought he left with X, Y, and Z. We just thought he left. Come on, bro. We on an island together. We all came out here. You know, we didn't came from how many miles far? You tell me y'all just honestly thought I just left with some people, and y'all just like, yeah, cool. He just left. Like, so it's a lot. It's a lot not adding up. But what all I'm gonna say right now is RP to the young man. I'm sorry he lost his life. You know, and I think you was pretty much trying to round it out because you know I got a son that's kind of around that age, just a few years older than him. And pretty much what I would have told him. You know, you summed it up just right. You know, your character, your conduct, and your company. You summed it up. You know, your character and your conduct could be A1. The company you keep, you don't know their character and their company.
That's true.
You think you do. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times, innocent bystanders get caught up behind people that they really thought they know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So one thing I've always told my son, I never threatened him. He grew up with all kind of race of kids. Yes. My son African American, yes. Majority of his friends wasn't black. Majority of the crew he hung around with wasn't black. I'm gonna be honest. Majority of the crew he hung around wasn't black because most of the other black students that was playing sports with him didn't have grades high enough. He hung around the same kids who was just as smart as he was. I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah.
A lot of these other kids that was our race was C students who was great athletes. He hung around kids who wasn't as great athletes, but they was great at academics. And he was great at academics, and he just happened to be a great athlete.
Yeah.
But guess what he did? He saw life beyond football. So guess what? His core people that he hung around with, his tribe was the people that they were great academically. And I'm sorry to say, majority of them wasn't black. Put like this, majority of them wasn't average in city black. The only one or other two that was black, you knew they was of African descent, like real live. We from another country.
Yeah.
And they parents was like education first.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I mean, I've always told him, son, just don't feel like you got to do something and don't let us know before you do it. Because guess what? When you sneaking, like they always told us, what's done in the dark will come to the light. But you better hope when it comes to the light, we can help you.
Yeah.
Because by the time it comes to the light, if you gone, we can't help you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, and I don't this like I said, when it comes to the Nolan Will situation, I don't know if his parents okayed him going out with them. That's something that they got to live with. If they okayed him going out with all that salt, thinking that it was safe,
Yeah.
that's something they got to deal. That's something they got to deal with, because if they okayed him, that kind of let you know what they thinking is. Oh, they white, they say they good. He gonna be good with them.
Yeah.
Not knowing if something was to happen out there, even with law enforcement, he the only black one out there. Who you think they gonna mess with?
Yeah. Yeah, we
Who
know.
you think of something? Who you think if all that snow had drugs out there and the cops came out there and popped, who you think they would have pointed the finger at? Who brought it out here? You know?
Yep. We've seen it too many times.
Too many times. So we cannot be afraid to tell our young children, daughters and sons, what the real America still is. The real America still is. And I get it. You grew up with a lot of kids, and per se, y'all, they haven't been through slavery. Your parents haven't been through slavery. Yeah, we hasn't personally lived slavery. We deal with prejudice. But it's still prevalent.
Oh yeah, very.
You
very
know what I'm
much
saying?
so.
It's very much prevalent. You know what I'm saying? So we can't be afraid to tell these people what it is, and we can't be afraid to look at our kids' friends and say, I have no problem with you kicking it with my child over here. But I'm gonna be honest, man. I only can be accountable for what I'm gonna do over here. I don't know how your people is over there. Because one thing I do know, a lot of those people, whether they the Spanish people, the white people, a lot of y'all parents and grandparents are very racist to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Oh yeah.
You know, that we know it. We seen it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to look at your kids and say, hey man, I don't, and that even spills over to dating. I tell my son right now, man, I get it. You can't knock who you attracted to.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this. Don't be so blind to the family you got to deal with if you see yourself liking one of them and you see that they family ain't really rocking with it.
Yeah.
If you see her family not really rocking with it, don't be blind to that. Because they gonna make your life a living hell.
It's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like I said, when it comes to this, is it deeper than race? I think it's a lot of things, but I know, like they said, that the investigation on that case still going on. So I'm just gonna sit back and kind of watch this thing play out, man.
Yeah.
Because
we gotta let it play
like
out.
you say, man, what they say, the milk spoiled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't unspoil
It's you can't unspoil it. So it's some things in there that's got you kind of questioning a lot of stuff that's surrounding that case. So I'm gonna just sit back and watch it play out, man. And I hope true justice is served, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
Mm.
you know, America
Yeah.
strikes again.
I'm with you. Yeah.
America strikes again, man. America strikes again.
Yeah,
That's
they
all
do.
I can say. You know
They
what I'm
do.
saying? So
Absolutely.
with that, bro, let's finish it off strong.
Okay.
Age gap relations, man. They say these old niggas
Ooh.
out here. They say these old niggas out here getting these young broads, man. They say these old. They say these old niggas vibe it up, man. They ain't playing no games.
Yeah. 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 Especially man, you know, cats we grew up with again, man. You know, that boy Genuine, Pony, you know what I'm saying, and Scottie Pippen. Them boys out there
Yeah,
got some PYTs. That's what they saying, brother. You know what I'm saying?
man. They say
I
what
see.
they
Well,
say.
I seen it.
They say
I see
they say Genuine got a 23-year-old.
it. Nah, she like 28, I think. 27, 28.
Okay, 27,
And
28.
Scotty had like a 23-year-old, I think. 22, 23. Can't do it, man. Can't do it. I couldn't do it.
Man,
Okay, like I do want to ask you, I want to bring one one more piece of conversation topic to this, man. Like okay, my thing is I think you agree with me. Like I couldn't do it. You know, I couldn't get with no 23-year-old. Not damn sure when I'm 60. I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But like I say this, everybody got the right to make their own choices. I just want to throw a little nugget in there. Do you think that it was this much smoke when Scottie Pippen's ex-wife got with Michael Jordan's son? I mean, not even close?
No.
I agree, but yeah, not even close. And I think that's crazy. Because I mean, I don't know how close Pippen and Jordan was, you know what I'm saying, but I'm pretty sure they family was around each other at some point, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you married this woman and you around Jordan kid and then y'all date later. That was crazy, you know what I'm saying? But
so let me and I hope people don't take this wrong. I use myself.
Okay.
I've dealt with women.
All right.
That was grown when I wasn't grown. You see what I'm saying?
When you was young.
When I was young.
Okay.
You know, when I'm, you know, high school, you know, type, you know what I'm saying? There's young women who are dating with or messing around with grown men. They were doing it when we was in school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
If you look at a Pippen situation, so you look at Scottie Pippen, who's what, 60 something, 60 plus?
About 60. Yeah.
And then you look at Larsa Pippen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say Larsa Pippen, if Scottie Pippen is dating a 23-year-old and Larsa Pippen is dating a 23-year-old. Now, the world gonna be like, everybody grown, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a psychological thing. There's a psychological thing to this. So let's take a trip on the dark side real quick. A young boy that's 15, 16 could be molested by a woman right?
Okay.
And a young woman who's 15, 16 could be molested by a grown man.
Okay.
The world is going to see now for sensationalism, they're gonna sensationalize both of them.
Yeah.
But the world at large gonna see both of them a tad bit different. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. Yes, they're both wrong. A grown woman and a grown man messing with kids that are younger. That messing with the kids, messing with kids.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
You will see grown men look at the young boy and say, he tripping, he having a good time. He having a good time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said nothing. I wish my teachers was that fine.
Yeah.
I wish my teachers was that fine. He tripped. I wouldn't have said nothing. You see grown men say that all the time.
True.
But a grown man and a young woman is going to always look like he took advantage of her.
Predator.
He invaded her. He hurted her. He took will out on her. She was damaged in the process because he's a grown man. She's considered a child, so he hurt her. Like he physically hurted her. You see what I'm saying? The young man will never be perceived as hurt unless he got sodomized. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You will never hear a young person say, you'll never hear some of these dudes say he was hurt unless he got sodomized. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, it's okay with a lot of these dudes if they see a young man, a youngster sleeping with an older woman, but let them find out he got sodomized. Let them find out that she tied him down and was sticking a broomstick up his backside. It ain't gonna be so fun then.
I ain't even think
because
about that.
Now he's at the point to where he is physically being hurt. Psychologically, everybody gonna feel this older man is always hurting this younger woman. Even in Pippin's situation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it all the way raw. Even in Pippin's situation, Pippin dealing with a 23-year-old gal.
Yeah.
You got dudes out there talking about, oh, I bet he killing no young ass. That's how they think.
That's how they think.
You see what I'm saying? Especially if you go back, you talk about the Pippin that was alive, active in the league, getting the workout every day. Busting down 23-year-olds, 22-year-olds. Oh, then we killing them young hoes. That's how they take it.
That's all right. Yep.
A young 23-year-old man dealing with a 40, 50-year-old cougar. Oh, he just having the time of his life. But
enjoy the ride.
When you looking at this grown, physically fit, cock diesel, strong athlete of a man, and you thinking about him pounding this young 21-year-old, 22-year-old, you think he killing them. That's the mindset they got. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
When people were thinking about Shannon Sharpe and that white girl, I bet you your uncle's in there killing that young girl.
Yep.
That's how they were thinking.
Yep.
On the flip side, let that been a young dude with an older broad. Let that been Dre Michelle with what's his name from the Rockets? Green.
Jalen Green.
Jalen Green. Oh shit. He having time in life busting that old man. That motherfucker fine. The ideology is different.
It's different. Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So they gonna always, especially, because just in that Scottie Pippen case, bro, the Scottie Pippen situation, is his wife another loss of Pippen? Is she another like non-black woman?
Talking about the one he dealing with?
Yeah.
Nah, she look black.
She look black? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you, when Scotty had Larsa, and Larsa was like 20 years younger than Scotty, damn near. Them people was looking at him like he's a monster. Why? Because he got one of our perceived baddest ones. He killing her over there.
Yeah.
I know he killing her.
Yeah. Yep.
That's how they look at it.
That's how. Yeah. Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a mindset thing, bro. But when it comes to this, it's never gonna be seen as the same, bro. You never gonna. It's always gonna be. Nah, he taking advantage of her. He grooming her. It's
yep.
You know what I'm saying? They never gonna be like she was grooming him. They gonna always be like, well, he pursued her. He wanted her. He wanted his childhood crush. Because you can never say. See, this is what men don't take into account. When you a young man and you dealing with these 40-year-old, 45-year-old cougars, what they always say, man, that was my childhood crush. What's Scotty gonna say? What's Scotty gonna say? Man, I had a crush on that young girl. I used to watch her get on the bus every day. I had a crush. I knew she was gonna be bad when she get older. Nigga, you a pervert.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
You going straight under the jail. You say that.
You going straight under the jail. So that's the difference. A young man can always look at these bad. A young man can point in case. Nia Long said she like fucking with the youngsters.
She said that when? Like recently?
Yeah. She like fucking with the youngsters. All the youngsters can look at her and be like, man, that was my childhood crush. Man, I always knew. Like Kanye said, when I get my money right, the youngsters knew, man, when I get my money right, I'm shooting at Nia Long, I'm shooting at Rudy, I'm shooting at this one, I'm shooting at that one, because I'm grown, I got my money right, and I'm gonna take my shot.
True.
Flip side, let one of them dudes tell me something. Man, I always knew when she get older, she was gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Nigga, you come get him.
Yeah.
Come get him.
He out of there.
He a predator. So this is what I'm saying. Like it's never gonna be the same. It's never gonna be the same. And the reality of it is that yes, those women do put themselves in a line of vision of that young money, knowing that these young dudes know, and they know. All I got to do is keep myself up, and once I get his attention, I'm gonna show him all this stuff that the young girls ain't gonna show him. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
I'm gonna let him jump up and down to me, and I ain't gonna bother you. I ain't gonna be all up in your phone. I ain't gonna be trying to be all up in your social media checking there. I ain't gonna be arguing with all your little old boppers online. I ain't finna do all that, baby. You know who the real one is. That's what he gonna fall in love with. I got this old bro fine the motherfucker, boy. She let me bounce all up in her like I want to, boy. And she don't give me no problem. I get with this young meat. Flip side Scottie Pippen. Hey, you got to shut that Instagram down. TL pop, you got to shut that down. You steady trying to control it. It's a different ball game, bro.
Yeah, it is a different dynamic.
You with me now? You don't need none of them. What you talking about? A following, and you don't need all that. You with me now? It's a different ball game, bro.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So just to be honest with this age situation, bro, I always never just thought it was a good idea. But I understand these people want to feel young again. They want to lay up with some young, and and on top of that, these boys got that money. They didn't already
loan money.
They got that money. They don't care throwing away some money on some little young bops. That's what they doing, bro. They boys trying to have fun before they clock out, man. You know what I'm saying? They have some nigga fun before they clock out, bro. Yeah. They already know they not genuine when they got married, man. I don't know what he did. He got married, huh?
Yeah. Are they about to?
Yeah, that was stupid. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like you say, everybody got a right to do what they want to do, man. And like I say, but then on top of that, you got so many young women. You got so many women that's young they chasing these old niggas like nothing, man. You know what I'm saying?
True.
I mean, I'm talking about real life. These real, I'm telling you, bro, these real life 20-year-old, 21-year-old, 22-year-old, man, they smiling and all these old,
They
great
do.
beard face niggas, man, they in their face hard.
They do. They
They
do.
in their face hard, man. I'm
Yep.
telling you.
Yep.
I'm telling you, these young girls, fresh out of high school, in a grown nigga face already, bro.
Yeah.
The same age as her daddy.
That shit happened. It happened.
And guess what? And they daddies can't say nothing. Because guess what? She gonna come up missing.
Mm.
She gonna come up missing.
Yep.
She gonna rebel and she gonna leave.
Yep.
You ain't gonna know what she is.
Yep.
She going out to college. She going out to college in the old nigga face.
Mm-hmm.
She going out to college, fucking college coaches and everything like that. They out there like that.
Yeah.
So it's
crazy. It's crazy, bro.
It's just, man, it's one of them things, bro. It's just, that's what's going on, bro.
Mm.
That's what's going on. I talked to a young girl, and I'm gonna finish with this, man. I talked to a young girl, and I say, why you don't want to be with somebody your age? Why you don't want to be with somebody your age and grow and build and all?
Mm.
Man, youngsters don't want to play. They want to sit around and play games all day. I'm tired of being around the youngsters. They playing 2K and Call of Duty and GTA. They trying to go to a grown nigga house who gonna focus on them and keep their legs spread open and keep them on their back. That's what they want. They ideal of attention is I can go see you young. You want to be on social media. You want to be making videos. You want to try to stream. You want to be playing games. You want to kick it with your partners. But I want to go over here with this old school who gonna keep me pinned to that mattress and hunch on me all day. And I think that's love because he like being all on me all day. So I think that's attention. That's affection. He craved me.
Yeah.
They want that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want a man who already got his stuff together.
Yeah.
They coming out of high school. I want a man who already got his stuff together.
Yeah.
I want to go deal with somebody. Let me keep it brutally honest. When I was growing up, bro, it was a lot of females who was on their back, on their knees, at some youngster mama house every day, sneaking in, sneaking out, sneaking in and out the window.
Yeah.
Mama, daddy coming home, they got to run and got to duck and got to hide, or he got to duck and he got to hide, he got to jump out the window and all that.
Yeah. Until
they start messing with these grown men. And guess what? Soon as you get out of school, you can come over here and lay up all day. I got you. You ain't got to run nowhere. You can rock around this motherfucker naked all day long.
Yep.
Until you want to go home. And what they say, and you fresh, you 18, nobody can't tell you nothing.
Yeah.
The laws can show up here all day, and all thing they gonna say is, "Ma'am, your daughter 18, she can do whatever she wants to."
Do what she want. Yeah.
She them young bros was tired of sneaking in and out of the young nigga mama house, or the young niggas sneaking in and out of their mama house getting caught. And these young bros was tired of these niggas trying to fuck them in the backseat of cars. Fuck them at the park on outside.
Yeah.
When you got all these grown niggas who got their own cribs, their own apartments, their own lofts that they ain't never seen. You take a young broad up to a loft 23 feet in the sky, and you busting her down and she looking at the sky. She ain't never seen that type of view. Nigga, she ain't going back to fuck with niggas in the hood.
Yeah.
She ain't going back to get bust down in some nigga mama house on the couch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's done. She ain't doing that.
I told Lord rest my partner, Killer Cali Soul, man. When he got his first apartment, I say, bro, you live with me. I let you live with me. You like a little brother to me.
Yeah.
But you got to understand, at the end of the day, bro, this mine.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, when it come to coming in here, going to the master bedroom, that's my room.
Yeah, you can't do
This
that.
my apartment. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You're gonna see the difference when you finally get your own.
Mhm.
And when he got his own, when he finally got his own apartment, well, the nigga had bros coming in out there left and right. Because guess what?
I bet he did.
It was a different ball game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You start seeing all the young bro. Oh, you got your own spot. I don't mind coming. I don't mind cooking. I don't mind cleaning for you. I don't mind. I want to be somewhere where I can go. I can chill. I can smoke. I can drink. I can get naked. I can walk around naked. I can get smashed all through the apartment. We can laugh and we can hunch on each other 50 times a day. Nobody ain't gonna interrupt us or whatever. Oh, that's pure heaven to these young females.
Yeah. Right.
Think about it. Think about it. Come on, bro.
Right. Right.
That's pure heaven to the young females, man.
Right. Right.
Especially when they seeing their mama still doing that right now.
To this day.
She can't bring no kids to the house. So guess what? She stay gone. I'm going to my friend's house. I'm going to my friend. You know what your mama doing at her friend's house?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Don't do. She'll tell you don't do that at my house, but you know what she's doing at her friend's house. And guess what? You want to go do that at your friend's house?
Yeah. It's an ugly reality, bro. But it's still
an ugly reality, bro.
Yeah.
It's an ugly reality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, bro.
That shit happening.
Blessings to all the parents who got kids that ain't hypersexual. That ain't out there like that.
Yeah.
Listen to all y'all who got young kids who just out of high school, just in college, that ain't hypersexual.
Yeah.
Because once these young females start getting around niggas who got a little paper that's showing us something she ain't never seen, it's wide open from that, bro.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. Because you got to think about it. You still got women right now, 40, 45, who still feel like they ain't get their chance in the sun yet. They moving like that. That's why you got so many women talking about 40. 40s is the new 20s.
Yeah.
40s the new 20s. 40s the new 20s. So at the end of the day, this is what they doing. Since they seeing the young women going after the older vets, getting these older vets, fucking with the older vets, they fucking around with the rookies. These older bros messing around with the rookies.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
Young broad, 22 years old. She fucking around with a nigga that's a 16-year vet. Old broad, 48, 44, 45, 46. She messing around with a 23-year-old rookie.
Yeah.
The young broads want to be babied. The old broads, they know he gonna throw him a little something. Come on, come pounce on this old thing. I need that young energy. Come beat me through the mattress. It's an ugly reality, bro.
It is, man.
It's an ugly reality, and I'm gonna finish like this. A lot of you bros, young and old, y'all finna witness an ugly reality. I'm not even excluding myself.
Yeah.
I'm not excluding myself. I ain't above none of this. These women finna turn loose, man.
Oh, you
I'm telling you, bro.
Like, you talking the future? It's coming?
Now.
We here.
We here. These women finna cut up. And I'm telling you now, that's why I tell people like this, and I'm gonna end with this. That's why, bro, I'm 100% positive that if me and my wife ever split, bro, I'd never be in another relationship.
Man, you don't know how many, I've heard that so many times.
It's not worth it. I'm not saying me and my wife got issues like that. But
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
is, I know what
Hypothetically.
they surrounded by. I know the lifestyle that they're surrounded by. And it's tantalizing to them.
Mm.
A lot of these women, especially these older women who have been in relationships 10, 15, 20 years,
Mm-hmm.
they feel like they're missing something. They feel like they're missing something.
Mm.
They feel like they didn't get to
Mm.
use their pretty privilege growing up because they've been in a relationship. Because
Yeah.
this is the last thing I'm in with. I told a lot of women like this.
Okay.
The fact that most of y'all had long-term relationships with a man, that's the only reason why y'all ain't got an extra 25, 30 niggas in between your legs. Because you was in a long-term relationship.
Mm.
Because if you wasn't in that long-term relationship, I guarantee you, y'all would have had an extra 20 or 30 more niggas in between y'all legs.
Shit.
The only reason why a lot of y'all ain't walking around here high body counts and hold out is because you was in a long-term relationship. Because look at your friends. Look at your sisters. Look at your cousins who ain't been in a long-term relationship. You see what they've been having going on.
Yeah.
Every 3 or 4 months, it's a new nigga.
Mm.
Every 3 or 4 months, there's a new nigga.
Easy.
Sometimes it's 2 or 3 niggas at a time.
That's the game. It's true though.
A lot of these women, y'all ain't got high body counts because y'all was in a consistent relationship. No matter how bad it was, no matter how much up and down you've been through, what saved you from having an extra 30, 40 niggas in between your legs is because you was in a relationship.
Mm.
That's a hill I'll die on.
Mm.
I'm never gonna say that there ain't a small percentage of women that would have stood firm and been like, now, one hill, 10 years from now. I'm not saying that, but for the most part, no, sir.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing that stopped a lot of these women from getting slutted and gooded is because they had a boyfriend for a long time.
Yeah,
because they would have been out there too.
Mm.
Why? Ask yourself this, bro. Why you think 40 to 45 is that magic number where a lot of these bros run to go to the divorce?
I don't know. I ain't never.
Think about it. They've been in a relationship since they was high school. They had kids. I've been a mom. I've been doing this. Finally, my kids are old. They're graduating high school. They're attending college. I can live now. I'm free. I've been so bogged down. I feel like I've been just imprisoned and all that.
Yeah.
I want to be free now. And around 40 to 45 is that magic number, bro.
Streets be calling. Are we saying?
Bro, a lot of these women really didn't want to be wives. A lot of these women really didn't want to be mothers. A lot of these women really didn't want to be in relationships unless the relationship was the relationship that social media has glamorized. He's spoiling you. He a millionaire. He got you on yachts. He taking care of your friends. Y'all always at the pool side. A lot of these women don't want to be in the relationships that they in. They only wanted to be in a relationship that they thought they was pretty enough to be in. Every woman thought she was pretty enough to get the millionaire who was going to sweep off her feet. She ain't got to do nothing. He was going to spend countless of money on her ideas and let her fuck up over money over money to the ideal pop. He put on game. He take care of her. He take care of friends. They ball out. That's what they think, bro.
Like a fairy tale.
This whole, let me tell you something, this whole build with a man shit that they talking about, these are just the women who have came to the harsh reality, bro. This is just what they have to do, is build with a man. If I want to see anything, I got to get with somebody and build. But if you take those women back, when they ain't have nothing, and they was at their prime with their body, all of them ideal of what they feel like their relationship should have been, is a nigga who got a bunch of bread who was gonna spoil him. It's all the same thing, bro. Just like every young nigga thought he was supposed to have the baddest broad. But that ain't a lot of niggas' reality. A lot of niggas not going to marry the baddest broad.
Yeah. Don't work like that.
It don't work like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It just don't.
Yeah, straight up.
You know but it's but a lot of these males, young and old, they become to a harsh reality, bro. They become to a harsh reality, man. These women are finna get devious, treacherous, scoundrel, everything, bro. They is, bro. You know what I'm saying? I tell boys right now, say, man, don't wear your heart on your sleeve. Don't wear your emotions on your sleeve, bro. Don't do yourself like that. You know what I'm saying? Because when he hit you like a ton of bricks, bro, hey, bro, laugh it. Only thing that's gonna protect you is you be like, shit, man, do what you gonna do, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing that's gonna make that's the only thing that's gonna make them realize, because they finna go make these mistakes. They finna go make these mistakes. So what you gotta do as a man is look them right back in their face and be like, well, shit, you know, all right. So he used you. Now he don't want you. Now when you come back over here, I'm finna use you. And we can't reconcile. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That, you know, you got to, as much as we don't want to do it, you're gonna have to let them live and die by their choices they're gonna make. But a lot of dudes finna deal with a real. I tell my son all day, man, I pray that my son, bro, that he find a good woman.
Yeah.
And amongst his age bracket, bro, because it's not looking too good for the young women out here, bro. It's not.
It's tough out there, man.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough, bro.
Definitely.
But with that being said, bro, that's another age gap relations, man. We're gonna end off the night, bro. We finna jump into some encouragement. First, before the pause encouragement, let me get out this email again. It's QLIFE3@gmail.com. QLIFE3@gmail.com. That is the email. Obviously, you can get at us at YouTube, Quality Life Podcast 1938. That's the page that Rotigue's manning down. Yes, I do have my Messiah Boss page. They got a lot of episodes on there. Y'all can go check out that page. You can get at us both on Facebook. Me at Don Boss on Facebook. You can get at Rod T on Facebook. Other than that, bro, like I said, any future guest, hit the email. QLIFE3@gmail.com. Hit that email. Yeah. But with that, bro, for encouragement, what you got, Rotique, for the people?
Man, I was on I know I was on social media the other day, and I seen like it was a little post that had when you shooting arrows at the target, like a little bullseye, little dart.
Yeah.
And it had, like two of them, and one of them, it was arrows like to the left, to the right, to some in the middle, but they all over the place. And they was like, and in that one, like that was a success. And then they had that. Then they had another one where it was, it was the board, it was the dart on the board with the arrows, but none of the arrows been fired. And then it was like failure. So what that showed me, okay, it might be some rough ones, it might be some you might miss, you come close, but you got to keep going, you got to try. You know what I mean? Like I say this, I wouldn't want to be old and when I can't do nothing and be like having regrets. Man, I should have tried it.
Right.
What if? You know what I'm saying? What would have happened if I put my all into it, or if I even just attempted? You know what I mean? Or not giving up. Could I've done it? Try it. You know what I'm saying? And even if you hit a snag, keep going. Try again. Don't keep going. Whatever it is in your heart that's been put there that you feel like you need to do, man, just do it. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to have no regrets. We can't do it no more. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got, bro.
For me, man, a lot of y'all ain't gonna want to hear this, man. You know, trying to become successful, man, especially with social media, man. One thing about social media, man, it shows you who rock with you.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And it shows you who fake rock with you.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? See, what I mean by that is it shows you people who really take time to see what you got going on. And then it shows you, oh, they just clicked and hurry up and clicked out just so you can see they facing or like they support it. I say that to say this, man.
Mm.
Trying to become successful, man, it ain't a lot of real support. Everybody gonna rock with you when you home.
Mm.
Everybody gonna be like, I knew y'all had it in you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Man, I didn't watch people that look at everybody else stuff that's on and click right over mine.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, bro, you need that. I'm telling y'all need people to turn their back on y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all need people to not rock with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need that.
Mm.
You need that. You know what I'm saying? Because when it's all said and done, and it's not to hate or not to shine on nobody or not nothing like that, you need to know who really genuinely in your corner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like I told y'all about women. Don't let a fat ass and a smile fool you.
Yeah.
Don't let this perception of fake support fool you. You need people to not rock with you. You need to see people look right past your stuff. You need to see people click your stuff and just click right out of it real quick. Don't even pay your stuff. No, you need to see that because you need to see who really rock with you. And the thing about it is, a lot of people you see do it, it's gonna really be like, damn, they really did that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But I guarantee you, when the light come at the end of the tunnel, it's gonna be a bunch of people. Bro, I knew y'all had it in you, bro. I knew y'all. I knew it was coming. You know what I'm saying? You know, and at the end of the
That's
day,
another
then
ugly
you're gonna
reality.
truly understand, like the scriptures say, you know, I'm gonna make your enemies your footstool. You ain't got to do nothing, but you just hey, let them be your footstool. Always keep a note on who really fucking with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know this ain't sounding too positive, but it's more positive than what you think.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I rather you know who really for you than be lost in this illusion of love and this illusion of support that's not real. You know what I'm saying? So with that, bro, that's my part encouragement for the night. So for everybody, like I say, everybody who doing it, bro, if you showing genuine love, show genuine love. Keep grinding, keep doing you, bro, and you're gonna know who your tribe is, bro. You're gonna know who really rock with you. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, that's my part encouragement for the night.
Yeah. It's real though.
Other than that, bro, episode 66, man, is in the books.
Man,
It's
another
in the
one.
books.
Hey, it
Another
feels
one,
good to be
man.
back though, man. It really do.
Yeah, it do, man.
do.
It do, man. I feel like we need to go ahead and just go on a legendary run, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No
I
doubt.
said we need to go ahead and go up on a legendary run, man, and just get it right this time, bro. Get it right this time, because one thing I can say, bro, a lot of people didn't think we was gonna start back up again, bro.
Oh yeah. There's
Yeah, a lot
of
of people,
doubt.
it was a lot of doubt in the L, man. It was a lot of doubt now.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with that, man, it's Quality Life Podcast, man. Episode 66, man. Till then, Messiah Boss, Roll T, we out.
Till the next time.